It's a great big world out there, and we plan on seeing as much as we can.
Facts. But we don't have to go abroad to visit a world-class city because it's right here in our own backyard.
So in this video, we stayed right here at home and visited one of our own special gems.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Welcome to Abroad with the Burrells, a channel for travelers by travelers. I'm Coleman.
And I'm Jamie.
Please understand right off the top, this is not a comprehensive list of San Francisco. It's a big city with a lot to do. And for all of you Bay Area natives, you know how native San Franciscans can be. If you didn't do this and this and this, then you didn't do my city. I don't know why I decided to give people from San Francisco an English accent. But people from San Fran can be a little snobby, and if you're from the Bay, you know what I'm talking about. Relax, people from SF. This is just a preliminary list. We do plan on having more episodes to cover our beautiful city of San Francisco.
Because of COVID, we had to improvise, and we still did a lot of amazing things. There's so much to do in San Francisco, things you could pay for, and a lot of free stuff as well.
When we came into San Fran, we stayed at the JW Marriott on Union Square.
In Union Square.
Yeah, I mean, it said in Union Square, but it wasn't really in Union Square. It was like a block away.
So near Union Square.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
On.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is when we booked it, it said on.
Okay.
And it really wasn't on, it was near.
Yeah, it was a really short walk to Chinatown, and then from there, North Beach. We even walked all the way down to the Embarcadero from there. So definitely a good location if you have to walk around.
All right, this is our spot at the Marriott.
Welcome.
Oh, hello there.
Come in. You walk in. Oh, not every room comes with one of those cuties. Dressing area with full-length mirror.
Gotta love that.
Twinsies.
Hey.
Bathroom. Very spacious. Tub. Shower. All the little fixings you would need for a pleasurable morning. Nothing, super extravagant, but definitely does the job, provides for a nice stay. Windows, they don't fully open, but you can get some fresh air and see a big, tall building across the street.
But as you guys can see, the room is very nice and clean. Very tastefully decorated.
What are you scared of, Zoo?
Hey, when you were in Montreal, I couldn't get a kiss. Can Daddy get a kiss now?
Kiss Daddy, Zoo. She makes you work for it, huh?
All right, hold on. Give me a kiss, eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you down.
Great stay, nice and clean. We do recommend it if you're gonna be staying in San Francisco during your visit. Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 39. It's located right on the bay. The sea lions are there for you to see. The food is fantastic. There's all types of other attractions, shopping for souvenirs, great restaurants, a lot of people. Just a charming place to visit, especially if it's your first time here. Also, when we were there, it was during COVID, so we did find that it was definitely impacted.
So we just walked up on Pier 39 and it is sadly very empty. Normally this place would be just covered
Teeming with people.
Yeah. But it's what to expect with COVID.
One of the joys of Pier 39 is the many cool places to grab great seafood fresh off the bay.
Clam chowder bowl. So clam chowder in a sourdough bowl. So good, especially on a chillier day like today. That steam, yummy, yummy.
Hearty, creamy, full of flavor. I mean, that's phenomenal.
The best part too is
Outstanding.
after the soup's gone, you eat the soup-soaked bread. It's so yummy. Bomb. Bomb, bomb.
However, as you guys all know, COVID restrictions will be completely lifted very soon. So I'm sure by the time you see this and you make your trip to San Francisco, it'll be completely open for you and back to the way it once was.
It is one of those touristy attractions. It's fun. It's a real fun place.
It's a lot of fun.
It's family friendly. A little overpriced, but that's what you get when you're traveling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
And there's a lot of people out there that poo-poo tourist spots, and we're not one of them at all. We enjoy getting off of the tourist track, but we also enjoy the tourist track.
Well, we always say, like, there's a reason certain things are
Right.
made for tourists.
Right.
We always have a good time, whether we're doing the touristy stuff or not.
Another great San Francisco staple is Chinatown, one of the largest and most prominent Chinatowns in the world. Rich with culture. When we were there, it was right around, or I think just after Chinese New Year's. So we had all the firecrackers.
Zoo reacting to the fireworks. She doesn't like them. You okay?
It's okay, baby. Hey, mommy's right here, okay?
As you walk down, there's all types of knickknacks to buy and purchase in the various shops. And of course, the food is absolutely amazing. Just amazing.
Isn't this place the coolest, honey?
Perfect.
So we're eating like on a balcony here in Chinatown. Very reminiscent of some of the places where we ate in Hong Kong. First dish. Zoo likes it. She's a fan. Zoo, is that good? Yeah. All right. Dumpling. Yummy. And what a great way to wrap it up with some fortune cookies and a little green tea ice cream.
Is it good, baby?
I think Brooklyn approves.
Real good.
Yep. Kid tested, Brooklyn approved. So when we were in Hong Kong, we fell in love with pineapple buns. And so we're in Chinatown.
We're in Chinatown.
You feel me? You want pineapple bun? Still scared from the firecrackers? What you got?
I don't know if you'll like it.
You got a cookie?
Take a bite.
Alright, Mama got them world famous pineapple buns.
Is that yummy? Yeah. Good.
Oh yeah. Just like in Hong Kong? Yeah. Just like you remember. Alright.
I felt like I was in Hong Kong.
Many times I've eaten in Chinatown and I've never been let down.
If you walk right past Chinatown, you'll stumble across North Beach, which is sort of a little Italy. A lot of Italian restaurants, more shopping, just another little neighborhood that's really great to venture into. And the food was amazing, wine was amazing. you know, you can't go wrong. They do have a lot of like outdoor dining as well. So we were able to find a place right out on the street, and it was really, really good.
Yep, and you also find a lot of live music and bands playing. Cool place to hang out.
And restaurants have just set up little outdoor dining areas.
And you're on YouTube.
Another cool place and a staple of San Francisco, you cannot mistake it as you look across the city skyline, is Coit Tower, named after Elizabeth Hitchcock Coit, who was a very adventurous woman, and she was all about having fun and living life. And so as a memorial to her, they built Coit Tower, which overlooks the city of San Francisco. But another cool thing about the Coit Tower was that we were met there by my brother, Patrick, and my sister-in-law, Tanya.
Yeah.
So we're up here at Coit Tower. We're here with my bro and my sis-in-law, Tanya. Hello. And they've met us up here to do Coit. So the plan is to go to the top, and it's closed for COVID. It's closed for COVID, so we are not going to the top.
So that was really cool to be met by our family, to visit San Fran and go to Coit for the day. It was like abroad with the Burrells, So it was a lot of fun, and we had a great time with them, and it's always a joy and a pleasure when they meet us.
From Coit Tower, Tanya and Patrick actually joined us when we went to Ghirardelli Square, where my sister, Ashley, and her daughter, Tiana, joined us. Family affair.
Here with my sis-in-law and my niece.
Hi.
Chilling at Ghirardelli's.
Welcome to San Francisco.
Ghirardelli Square, you guessed it, all about the chocolate. You can buy chocolate whatever you want.
It's San Francisco's version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I think we had ice cream sundaes.
We did. We had all types
You
of...
had a milkshake.
Yeah, we had all types of sweet
And
treats.
Brooklyn with her sweet tooth was in freaking heaven.
Here's some of the goodies from Ghirardelli Square. That looks incredible. Wow. I could taste that through the camera.
Cherry on there, huh?
That looks good there, Patch.
Tastes good.
Right in the front of
What you got there?
Ooh, we got a little Sunday.
Yeah, thumbs.
A Sunday on Monday.
Yes. Sunday on a Monday.
There's a reason she's a teacher, not a comedian.
Come here, turkey.
And I got this is my situation right here. This is what I'm working with there. That looks good. That's some sort of cookies and cream. So here's one of the beautiful things about Ghirardelli when you come through. Plenty of chocolate goodies for you.
Definitely one of those San Francisco staples that you want to get to. It's just fun. And it's not far from Fishermans Wharf and Pier 39, so you can kind of hit all of them in sequence.
Obviously, San Francisco's on the coast, and one of the great beaches to see there is Baker Beach. This is very iconic. You've probably seen a lot of pictures and photos taken from this vantage point. You just didn't know where it was. Once there, just a nice, clean beach. We recommend bringing a blanket, laying out, enjoying your time. From there, you get a great view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Just picturesque to the core, and a nice place to hang out.
Be aware though, there's a section of the beach
Be aware.
where clothing is optional.
Yeah.
And so, maybe don't point your camera in that direction. Don't fly your drone over them.
Yeah, that section is like at the very end. So just the further you walk, you'll know when you come across it. And since you have a beautiful view of the Golden Gate Bridge from Baker Beach, why not cross it? Drive across it, walk across it, bike across it, just get across it. The Golden Gate Bridge is obviously San Francisco's most recognizable landmark, and for good reason. Although personally the Bay Bridge is my favorite. The Bay Bridge is the workhorse and the backbone of that area, but the Golden Gate Bridge gets all the press, and that's fine. The cool thing about the Golden Gate Bridge is when you cross it, it does lead you into a little town known as Sausalito, which is a hidden gem that we will probably cover in another video. Before you get to Sausalito, crossing the Golden Gate Bridge, there is an area known as Battery Spencer, and it is gorgeous. Just
10
top-notch views of the city, especially if you can get it on a clear day.
Yeah.
And when we were up there, we just happened to catch a crystal clear day. So do it if you're in the city and the day is clear and you have great visibility. Make sure Battery Spencer is on your list.
One of the main strips in San Francisco is the Embarcadero. Just the stroll is really, really nice. You know, you see people riding their skateboards and people jogging, and it's just part of the San Francisco culture. You will see a couple different little restaurants, stop in, have a drink overlooking the bay, and then be on your way.
And back to the Union Square where we stayed, where our hotel was near and not on. Great place for shopping and eating, sort of right in the heart of the city. Very busy, very lively. Just a great place to go hang out and to be a part of and to experience. A bay cruise. This is an absolute must-do and AWB stamp of approval. Highly recommended on this one. Take the fam, take the SO, go by yourself, hop on a bay cruise and allow yourself to be ferried across the bay, all across Alcatraz, under the Golden Gate, under the Bay Bridge. A beautiful sight. When you're on the water and you look back on the city, there's nothing quite like that view. It's one of the best in the world. Of all the places in the world we've been, San Fran is definitely one of the prettiest cities that we visit. It's just a very, very pretty city. And the Bay Cruise really highlights and accentuates the beauty and the uniqueness of the city.
All right, where are you, honey?
The crookedest street in San Francisco, Lombard Street.
Take a little drive or walk if you don't have a car down Lombard Street. Not too long of a street, but definitely unique and iconic to San Francisco.
Crookedest street in the world, baby. Some other things to check out when you're there are the world famous Painted Ladies. Made famous, of course, by the introduction to Full House. The Painted Ladies are connected to Alamo Park. It's also another opportunity to spend time in one of the many parks dotted throughout the city and just maximize your time in your day.
San Francisco is, I'm sure you know, a lot of movies and TV shows are filmed there. You can drive by the house front for Full House, along with the Painted Ladies.
So here's the house from Full House with that red door you're used to seeing. I know, honey.
Nice.
But you can also go by the house where they filmed Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep.
Here's the house that Mrs. Doubtfire was filmed in. It's so pretty.
There's just so many little spots you can go check out. So do a little bit of research beforehand, find the addresses. It's just cool. One of the most temperamental things I would say to be aware of is the weather. One day it could be completely overcast, some drizzle. The next day it's hot and sunny.
I think one of the biggest things I always hear from people when they visit San Francisco, especially if they're from out of state or overseas, I didn't expect it to be that cold. Guys, San Francisco is right on the bay, on the mouth of the Pacific Ocean. Fog rolls in all the time, and it does get very windy and chilly there.
Yes.
So pack accordingly and don't be surprised if your visit to San Francisco is chillier than you expected. Another thing to be aware of in San Francisco are the hills. SF was built basically on a mountainous region, and there are hills all over the place.
Yes.
And of course, as always, that brought on another entry into the series of We Done Did. That's right, everybody. The series that covers Daddy and Brooklyn, the little girl whose legs are not quite long enough or strong enough to climb all the peaks and summits of the world, which means she gets on Daddy's back and I have to get her to the top.
All right, going up to the Duomo. Brooklyn, you ready for the Duomo? Ain't no stuff for some steppers like us, huh? We done did Lion Rock.
Probably the smallest set of stairs they've ventured today. I don't know what we would do. Are there more?
C'est la dernière fois je visite ici avec un bébé. Apparently Zoo's tired too. As you can hear from her labored breathing, she's apparently working harder than all of us.
I think you can do it, honey.
We done did Lion Rock. We done did the Duomo. We done did the cliffs of Monterola.
Oh my gosh.
And now we done did the hills of San Francisco. Me and you, Zoo, through it all, baby.
The SF Hills made the entry into the We Done Did series.
You know, there's definitely parts that are easier, but there is a lot of hills.
Right.
Okay,
you ready for it?
Be ready for that. Parking is something else to be aware of. If you are driving into the city, or if you flew in but rented a car, keep in mind that parking can be a pain. There's a lot of don't park here during these hours, or you have to pay for parking, or just finding a parking spot in general can be a challenge. Keep that in mind.
And it's not cheap.
No, it's expensive. Side note also, if you are driving, be aware that the streets can be a little tricky. There's a lot of one-way streets, so you might hit one way, and you have to go up like 5 streets in order to make that left turn that you couldn't make previously. So just pay attention to that. It can be a little tricky to drive through the city.
Curbside dining, which is actually really nice, and it looks like that's going to be a holdover even post-COVID. A lot of streets got shut down, or curbside dining was extended into the street, where they built sort of like what do you call those?
Like alcoves.
Yeah, alcoves. So we did enjoy that, and we're seeing that more and more around the Bay Area since COVID. So that's a silver lining to the pandemic.
A lot of cities have actually started putting out petitions to keep the outside dining even after COVID has cleared up.
So that's gonna do it for us on our review of San Francisco, our first time visitor's guide to the city.
In the part 2 video, where we're gonna be going to Twin Peaks, we're gonna ride a cable car, we're gonna go to the Presidio, we're gonna go tackle Haight-Ashbury, Golden Gate Park, maybe hit up a Giants game, and last but not least, visit my favorite ice cream place in the whole entire world, Mitchell's.
Among other things.
Thanks, Aunt Lori.
Yes, the itinerary is loaded for our next time in San Fran, and we can't wait for it, especially when more and more things are opened up. So it's gonna be
so much to do.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll be filming all of it.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
If you heard anything in this video that was helpful, informational, or inspirational, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Push that like button, even share the video. Also, as we always say, traveling is not just about the destination, but of course who you share it with. From our family to yours, we encourage you to get out there, make it happen,
And have fun.
you guys. Please keep in mind, as we stated earlier, there's a lot more to see, and there is a part to this and there is a part 2 to this video that will be coming. In the part 2 will be
Okay, I'll talk. So, we drove to San Francisco, so we were able to have our car and park it overnight. 3.
Ready, Zoo? For all those of you at home that might be upside down, so calm down. Here we go. Alright, your turn. Be bold. Be brave. Trust Daddy. Here we go.
Whatever we can to keep her entertained because she's starving to death.
Changed her diaper. She hasn't been flinched. I mean, this girl rode until the wheels fell off. She was just so...
She's done.
Let's see.
4 days, no nap. She finally crashed.
You know, Brooklyn. She does not sleep like this. Everything wakes her up.